morning. Thank you so much for watching UCTV. My name is Nora Osende, and a warm welcome to the Cente Show today. Well, the Cente Show is actually brought to you by Centenary Bank. It's the leading microfinance bank in the country with a wide range of branches all over the country. And Centenary Bank is basically our bank. Now, due to the effects of climate change, there's so much that's happening on our environment. You know, the environment has been a mess of late, and everyone has been talking about climate change and renewable energy. But one thing for sure is that Centenary Bank is actually making solutions or bringing solutions to the effects of climate change through renewable energy loans. And that is something that we want to dig more into this very morning to understand what these renewable energy loans are all about. How can we get them? What are the application processes? And how affordable is this? Well, with me in studio, I have Mr. Lubega Lawrence from Centenary Bank. Thank you so much for making time.
Thank you.
You can actually introduce yourself and just tell us a little bit about what you do.
Thank you, moderator. My name is Lubega Lawrence. I'm a supervisor in Centenary Bank of Housing and Renewable Energy. To our viewers, you are most welcome to this show. Feel at home to ask any question. Where you feel you've not grasped, we are there to serve you as Centenary Bank.
Thank you so much for making time yet again. Lawrence, we'll start with what are renewable energy loans? What is that all about, really? When we talk about renewable energy loans, we are looking at these products that can we can extend to the client or any stakeholder to see that they can mitigate on the degradation of the environment. And to us, we have like 4 types of products in that space of renewable energy. That is when we talk about solar loans. We have the power connection loans, which normally when you want to maybe into your house, we can extend it. Then we have what we call green energy loans. This one, we are looking at someone who wants to install an improved cook stoves for clean cooking. If you want to buy a gas cylinder into your home, also we have the what we call wash loans. Wash loan is basically looking at water harvesting or water drilling if you really need to have a constant water supply in your home. Those are the kind of products we look at in our space of renewable energy as Centenary Bank. Yeah, okay. Why is Centenary Bank so into renewable energy right now?
Basically, Centenary Bank is so into renewable energy because we saw that we have to make it as a strategy in our agenda to see that what we are lending, if you lend someone and that person has diverse effect on, say, environment, chances are this person might default or might not fail to pay you. I give an example where someone has constructed to say into in a swamp, and you finance such a person. You find that NEMA has no authority, or NEMA didn't give that person the authority to construct, and time comes and they evict such person. Chances are high that won't be able to pay. That's why we are going to that space of renewable energy to see that people understand the importance of environmental conservation, which in the long run will benefit our future generation.
So it's basically to benefit the future generation and just to make sure that this whole problem of environmental degradation is also dealt with. You also talked about, there is something that you mentioned earlier on about some of the projects that encompass renewable energy loans. I just want us to delve more into it. What kind of types of renewable energy projects are eligible for renewable energy loans?
Basically, the projects we undertake, we look at, particularly not only the projects per se, but also look at from household.
Yes.
We first look at the household and see that each household, at least if you put up a solar system where you have a constant lighting, or because solar, what we discovered, solar can do everything. From water harvesting, you can still dig borehole to install a water pump. You can do water heating in your home. You can do lighting using solar. You can still do cooking and ironing your clothes using solar. So we're looking at all that aspects and say that we give you a product that benefits all, that encompasses all your needs in as far as renewable energy is concerned. That's why then we that is under solar. Also, we have the power connection. Most of us understand this power connection as umeme, because umeme is a dominant supplier of power in Uganda, hydro. So we also look at your home and see that if you are close to the main grid, those are when I say main grid, I'm talking about the power lines. So we can still give you money for house wiring. You do the house wiring, and we also give you money to pay to Mehmet for connection. That's what we call connection fees. Mm-hmm. We can give you money still as a home to say upgrade your power supply mm-hmm. from a single phase to a 3-phase. There are those ones who don't have power poles, access to poles. We can give you money to purchase electric poles so that they can install power. So we also, when that is under our power connection loans, when we talk about also our green loan, whereby we have, like, say, schools. When you look at a school, most of the schools use a lot of firewood. And you find that that also takes a lot of their income. Mm. So we are saying, if a school, we finance a school to install an improved cook stove under our green loan, we see that when you look at it, it would save a lot on their income, because they will be saving on usage of firewood, because the improved cook stove use less firewood than this ordinary cooking gadgets. Then still on firewood, it would mean that the trees that are being cut down there would be minimized, because we see that if you reduce on consumption, even those who are cutting down will reduce on your supply. So that is what we look at, say that if we are to conserve the environment, we need to go deep. What solution do we give to such a high consumer? Say if your home says you are being using charcoal in your home, and we finance you to install an improved cooker or LPG, install a gas cylinder into your home. It means that someone who has been cutting trees to burn charcoal for sale will reduce, because he has no demand. So that is the analogy we have as a bank, to say that we reduce on tree cutting and our green loans. And also we emphasize a lot to, if you cut a tree, also plant a tree, at least 2, so that we replace what has been destroyed. Yes. That is under our green. Then in wash, we are looking at, we see that people build houses, but water just flows. And at the end of the day, after the rains, kids go to the wells to fetch water. So in order, yet most of those kids are school going. So to avoid such instances of kids losing out on studies, we see that this water that falls on your iron sheets or on anything, you can tap it, what we call water harvesting. Mm-hmm. We can finance you to buy a water tank, and say that you install it so that you can harvest your water. Still also, we can finance you, those who are in access to, say, national water main lines, we can finance you to connect to national water and get constant water supply and our green loans. Yeah, okay. Wash loans, sorry. Yes,
okay. So just out of curiosity, I'm just wondering, which one is the most sought out project? Which project is most common that people come out to get loans for in this regard? Could it be the solar?
All of these projects people fancy for them. Yeah. Because every product we set, we have already studied people's needs in the society we operate in. I can't say that solar is more predominantly taken than green loan, because they all impact on the environment. And if you look at solar, there is constant security at home if there's light.
Right.
Because when there's darkness, you give room to intruders. But when there's light, people fear that kind of light. So when you look at power connection, you see that there is umeme, and someone will have to say the kids will have the liberty to revise their books during evening hours. So when we talk about green loans, we are looking at, we see that even schools, they have embraced it to see that they also reduce on their carbon footprint, and also reduce on costs, most in utilities, by utilizing few trucks of firewood. So in all these products are important, yes, in our society.
Yes.
So that's why we designed them, and we're looking forward every person there at least have a feel of the environment, and see that how do you play your part as an individual in your capacity to see that we conserve the environment all together. So that's why you can come to Centennial Bank. We finance you if at all you feel that you've been using firewood for cooking. Let's go clean and do say improved cook stove or LPG. We have ethanol also cook stoves. So all those gadgets we put in place, all the products we put in place to see that at least everyone in his or her capacity can put a finger, yes, on conservation of the environment.
I can see that all these products are actually important to us, one way or the other, and you cannot say that this is the most useful, this is the most important, because it's all encompassing. It all cuts across one way or the other, depending on where the person's need is. Right. Exactly. So what makes it a difference if I am to say, why don't I just go for a traditional loan in Centenary Bank rather than go and fetch for a renewable energy loan? What's the difference between this?
Yeah, the most interesting part of it, because we understand that these are loans that in nature, you are not generating income from them. So what we did is to partner with our stakeholders to see that we get funds for on lending, and these funds, we give these loans at a cheaper interest rate. That's the uniqueness with them, because we find that if you say someone is business, the interest rate for business is different, because you are generating income. And for this one, their most is social impacting. So we feel that if they are social impacting, then the interest rate, that what most people call magoba, the small interest, so that you really feel that you also feel that they are cheaper, and you can easily be able to repay. Okay.
When you talk about the interest rate, I'm sure there is someone out there who is very curious and is wondering, okay, interest rate is, cheaper. Can you break it down to how this is cheaper and what is cheap in this regard?
Yeah, basically when you look at the market in general, you see that our interest rate, say these renewable energy loans, we at when we look at globally, it's at 15% per annum. When you put it on a reducing balance principle, when you scale it down on say monthly basis, that is roughly 1.1% per month, which is really the most cheapest facility in our market. So in other words, if say someone takes 1 million for a full year to install maybe a solar and is paying an interest on 15%, you see that that person, at the end of the day, will be paying around 100,000 in a full year as interest.
Wow, that's amazing, really. And I see it is one of the benefits of the renewable energy loans that is really put out there. And it supports, it helps for everyone actually to come and try and get a loan. Tell us, what are some of the other benefits that comes with getting a renewable energy loan?
Thank you. Most of the benefits that comes, because they are easy, we can process, they're easy to access.
Yeah.
We have the turnaround time is robust. Also, we look at, we've signed MOUs with the genuine service providers. We understand when you take our facilities and you go to such a service provider, you are getting genuine products, which will last for a test of time. Then these products, we also went ahead to see that whatever products this person gives, it has a warrant. So the client is safe that if they supply a defected item or system, they are able to, within that warrant period, they are able to see that either they replace at no cost or they repair at no cost. Those are the kind of measures. And also with these products, you feel that they increase on person's income. Because when you look at what you've been using, what you've been spending, say in using charcoal for cooking, you are narrowing on the number. If you say in a month you've been using 4 bags, but when you put as improved cook stove, you find that in a month you'll be using only 1 bag. So if a bag has been costing you, say 100,000 or 90,000, that is roughly in a month, that is around, if it's 80,000, that is already 320. But now you see how much the difference is, is like around 200. You are saving when you install an improved cook stove, because you'll be using only 1 bag as compared to the 4 bags you've been using in a month. So those are kind of why we embrace it, because they have that social impact and also income generating or saving on individuals' earnings.
Yes. So this is generally supporting people in their social lives and also helping to tackle the issue of the environment and everything that comes with destroying it. You talked about the turnaround time, and that is one thing that some people get discouraged when it comes to acquisition of loans. And you told us your turnaround time when it regards to renewable energy loans is really good. Just help us understand what that means.
Yeah, basically when I talk about turnaround time, it's the time you take to when you apply to getting the loan. That's the time. So we are saying that if you've already you've surrendered everything that is required for a loan, within 2 to 3 days you are able to go with that money, because we understand that this item you need them as soon as yesterday. So we kind to package that and see that our staff are trained to see that they make sure that someone who needs such a facility is served as at a liquid time. So that's the kind of thing our space will give, 1 to 3 days, so that the person gets. That's what we mean by turnaround time.
1 to 3 days is really good, and I think it encourages so many people out there to go and get this loan. My question is this loan limited to a certain category of property, for example, let's just say schools or institutions? How vast is this loan?
Thank you. Basically, these loans are not tagged only one category. They are tagged to whichever client that is capable of paying. Let's say I mentioned about homesteads. An individual can apply for such facilities. We also look at hospitals, because like in say Zambia here, if they want to install a solar system, we can finance them to install. We also look at churches. They can want to install. We're also looking at, I already mentioned schools. There are those who have hotels. Because the hotel, if you look at lighting itself, and if someone install, we can finance him to install a solar system for water heating, still for lighting. So all those, or individual, even companies, we can still finance companies. We have those who are doing contracts. Let's say women as given a company to construct power lines. We can finance you to execute your contract using our products, the renewable energy products. Then we have also those one who are dealing these items. The company themselves are dealing in solar system, those electric equipments. You can finance them for working capital, so that because we look at the value chain. If these people, the dealers, don't have stock, then the end users will not have where to buy from. So we finance this one also to stock, so that, and also finance the end users, those are homesteaders and the off-takers, so that everyone there is constant supply.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Ruga. In case you just joined in, well, we are talking about the renewable energy loans, and this is the Cente Show. My name is Nora Cente. We take a quick break. When we return, so much more to come.
UCTV. Good news for all.
Are you 18 to 35 years old? Live your life to the fullest with the Cente Evolution Youth Savings Account. With the Cente Evolution Youth Savings Account, you get a free ATM card, no monthly charges, free bank drafts for school fees payments, and attractive interests. And that's not all. Enjoy access to financial literacy, entrepreneurship opportunities, and bank loans. Opening the Cente Evolution Youth Savings Account is your ticket to a brighter future. For more information, please visit any of the nearest branches today or call our toll-free line 0800 200 555 or 0800 335 344.
Centenary Bank.
Are you ready to embark on a transformative educational journey like no other? Look no further than the prestigious University of Kisubi, your gateway to excellence and success. At University of Kisubi, we don't just offer education, we offer a life-changing experience that equips you with the skills, knowledge, and confidence to conquer the world. Our state-of-the-art facilities, a world-class faculty of health, education, business, ICT, and innovative programs ensure that you receive a top-tier education that prepares you for the challenges of tomorrow. Unleash your potential, unlock new possibilities, and embrace a future full of promise at University of Kisubi. Choose excellence, choose innovation, choose University of Kisubi, where your journey to success begins.
Join the Mbara Ecclesiastical Province on a sacred pilgrimage to the Uganda Martyrs Shrine Namgongo this Sunday, the 10th November 2024 at 11 a.m. Witness this celebration as Right Reverend Robert Muhira Akiki, the Bishop of Fort Potro, leads us in a mass to honor the Uganda Martyrs. Tune in this Sunday, the 10th November 2024 at 11 a.m. on UCTV. Good news for all.
Tiene que soñar.
Hello and welcome to UCTV. Welcome to Connect with Mary.
You're the Alpha, and the Omega.
The Catholic Television. I'm Sunday Gloria of Watch with UCTV News.
We need people to pay for content.
Bernardo Silva, Matheus Nunes, and Haaland!
Swings it across to Christie.
Koleza Farm with Centenary Bank agribusiness solar loan of up to 50 million shillings for a solar-powered irrigation system on your farm. Enjoy a grace period tailored to your cash flows and loan offer amounts from 100,000 up to 50 million Uganda shillings with flexible loan periods up to 60 months. Apply for a Centenary Bank agribusiness solar loan through our branches, agents, and enjoy a fixed interest rate of just 1.7% per month. Koleza Farm with Centenary Bank agribusiness solar loan today and watch your farming dreams come to life. Visit any of our nearest branch today or call our toll-free line 0800 200 555 or 0800 335 344.
Centenary Bank.
Centenary Bank is a member of the Cente Group regulated by Bank of Uganda. Customer deposits of up to 10 million shillings are protected by the Deposit Protection Fund of Uganda. Terms and conditions apply.
UCTV. Good news for all.
Thank you for staying with us on UCTV. My name is Nora Cente, and you are watching the Cente Show. In case you've just joined us, we are talking about the renewable energy loans, and these loans are brought to you none other than Centenary Bank. Now, with me in studio, I have Mr. Lubega Lawrence, who is discussing renewable energy loans. These are loans that you can get at a very affordable interest rate. They are flexible. The turnaround time is just on point. And Lawrence is actually telling us a little bit more about the renewable energy loans at Centenary Bank. Now, typically there are different processes of getting loans, but before we get into the processes, there are requirements that are needed for you to actually access these loans. Lawrence, can you just break down a bit of these requirements that are needed to get a renewable energy loan?
Yes, our viewers, when we talk about the requirements for renewable energy, accessing a loan from Centenary Bank to maybe purchase a solar system, or get connected to MEME, or install and improve cookstove into your home. The most important, the most and forethought requirements. One is one must have an account with Centenary Bank. Then someone must have a source of income. Then you should be with either a financial card or national ID. Then if you are to buy a solar system, we require you to have a BOQ, what we can say, the quotation from a vendor or a supplier, or from if it's for power connection, or that is installation of power into your home. We require you to have an estimate from say wiresman. Some of you call them kamyofu. We still require that. Then also, still we require someone to be with his or her own contribution. Because it's solar, you can contribute 10% to 20% depending on your capacity. Because the reason that's why we want someone's contribution is to also to have a feel that you own this item. You also have interest in it. Because, as I mentioned earlier, these are not or products that are not generating income, but you feel you want to have that belonging or a feel of ownership. So that's why we request that you at least have a contribution on that. Those are the key requirements if someone is to come and access our renewable energy loans from any of our any branch nearest to the customer.
Okay. And take us through the process of application. How does it typically work?
The process is not tedious. It's for any client, a winning client, you can visit either our agent, where an agent can initiate your application, or you visit our nearest branch, so that they take up your request, and then they will give you an appointment, visit you, and see whether you qualify for such facility.
So, take us up to the flexibility of the payment options of the loans. What payment options are there for a renewable energy loan? I believe that is something someone out there may eagerly want to understand.
Yeah, thank you. As a bank, we know that we get income in different times. So, and we also designed our loans to suit when you realize your income. So we have types of payment plans. That's what we can say we give. There's what we call monthly payments. Basically, for monthly payments, we are looking at those clients who are receiving salaries, because we understand they receive monthly. Then for those in business, general merchandise business, we give them on a monthly basis. But we have also clients who are in contracts and they receive money after realizing, executing their contracts and are paid. So we give you, depending on the period when you are to be paid for the contract money. That's why we design it in that way. Then we have, say, our farmers. Someone is dealing in, say, coffee, and coffee says here in Central we have 2 seasons, if I'm not mistaken. We have 2 seasons. So we design your payment when you will be able to harvest and sell your coffee. So that's when we put what we call grace period. In this period where you are not harvesting coffee, you are not paying anything until when you realize your sale from your coffee. That's when you pay us. Then there are those who in maize production. Still, we design your payments when you harvest and sell. That's what we call grace period loans in our terminologies. We have clients like, say, schools, which receive money on a timely basis. So we design their payments on a timely basis, because we can't give them monthly. During those months, they don't have any source of income. There are also those which we design on a quarterly basis. All this depends on when and the timing of your source of or your realized income. That's how we will design it.
So this, from what I get, it's normally dependent on the timing with the source of income of the client. And
exactly.
What if of eventualities, for example, a season has not gone well, for example, for those in agriculture, what normally happens then?
Yeah, for those who are in agriculture, where a season has not gone well, we have many interventions in that space. One, if at all it has been, say maize production, and maize has been hit with the catastrophe, say hailstorms, harsh weather, vagaries conditions whereby it's a dry spell and you don't realize any output, these loans are insured. So insured against those eventualities. So the insurance pays the bank. So the farmer there is covered. But in the event that you've realized something, but there are those fluctuation in prices, you anticipated that say your maize will be on 1,000 upon harvesting and selling. But you realize that time of selling, the maize is at 500. So there's that difference. So what we do, we schedule those kind of loans, or we extend the period of payment, so that you don't feel the pinch of struggling to pay.
Okay.
Yeah, those are the interventions for farmers we normally put in place.
Okay. Someone out there would want to go and get this renewable energy loan from Centenary Bank, but they're wondering, are there any upfront costs in regards to this renewable energy loan? Costs that I have to incur immediately before accessing this loan?
The cost, basically, there are only two kind of costs, upfront costs, which someone can incur. That is application fees, because normally it's 20,000 if you have to apply for a facility to acquire a renewable energy facility loan. Then it is, if you don't have a financial card, though we are trying to discard financial cards, because Bank of Uganda, as our supervisor, is encouraging us to use national IDs. But if at all you don't have a national ID, but still you can't have an account without a national ID. So in other words, the fees which were there for enrolling of financial card is now we've waived it, because we are using national IDs. So in other words, we are only upfront cost is for application fees. The rest are borne on the loan. Yes.
Okay. So one might only incur the upfront cost is the application fee, mostly when you look at it. However, there is also probably a category of person out there who is in dire need of a renewable energy loan. But on the other side, he has a loan that is already ongoing, or a running loan. How would you advise such a person? Is it possible to get a renewable energy loan even with an ongoing running loan?
Yeah, thank you. Someone who has a loan with us, or if in any other financial institution, still can access an additional facility, say a renewable energy loan, depending on source of income, or if that person has the capacity to run those two facilities concurrently, you can still finance you.
So it's actually okay?
Yes.
It will not hinder the other loan, the renewable loan?
Absolutely.
Okay. And then we also talked about how Centenary Bank is working in hand with other suppliers. Would you just explain to us how the bank is making sure that the products are actually of high quality?
Basically, when we do due diligence on these suppliers before we go into a contract with them, or an understanding to work with them. We do due diligence, and also we have partners, say like Uganda Energy Capitalization Company, which has already also vetted these companies. We liaise with such institutions to give us players in that space, so that we can work hand in hand with them. We have the in place of solar, we have the USAID, the governing body for those dealing in solar systems. They can recommend to us genuine suppliers, and we go into an understanding with them, and that's what makes us a tick that if we go into an understanding with them, they will supply quality products. And one of the key things we are looking at is evidence where that person has installed before we understand. Because we understand if you install, say, on this Catholic TV, a system, and they have no issues with it, meaning what you are supplying is of good quality. And also we emphasize you have to have a warrant on all products you are going to supply to our clients. So the other warrant, most they give 2 to 5 years, depending on the type of the system they are installing. So meaning if that person is giving fake products, within a year they won't be working. So that's the kind of measure that you have to have products with a warranty of not less than 2 years, so that we measure and we have the client will have that feel that is whatever they're going to supply him or her, if there is any defect, we need that before the expiry of the warranty, they are able to install, to replace, or repair the defect. So those are the kind of things we're looking to see that our clients get genuine products.
You earlier on, as we were discussing off camera, earlier on talked about how housing actually goes hand in hand with renewable energy. And I'm just trying to understand, how does renewable energy, especially when you get a loan, how does it add to property value?
Thank you. Basically, when you look at areas, say where there is no electricity, for instance, the value of that that area via real estate is low, as compared to areas where there is constant power supply. So when you put say a solar system in your home, meaning the value has already, you've added value to that property. When you put a water tank, already the value has increased, because when doing valuation of a property, you look at whatever is within and also the surrounding areas. So meaning if you have your neighbors also who have put such gadgets in their premises, you mean the value has already shot up. When you collect water, maybe the national water and sewage corporation lines, and you connect to it, already the value appreciates for your property. So meaning these renewable energy facilities are accelerators to development and also value appreciation of the properties.
How long does it typically take to see return on investment on projects, for example, like solar projects?
I can't give a standard answer, because projects, say for solar, there are different categories of solar. Because someone is installing for lighting home, that is a consumption. It's not an investment, a return on investment. But someone is say installing water pumping, solar water pump or electric water pump. It's increasing production, so you can't. It depends on the type of crop, so you can't. I can't give a blanket answer to that, because of different needs of such renewable energy. Most renewable energy is value addition to your life, not kind of investment.
Are the personal loans a viable option for small renewable energy projects?
Beg pardon?
Are the personal loans, a viable option for small renewable energy projects, really?
Yeah, true. Even personal loans, they are part of it, because we say, though we say, when we look for in Central Bank, we talk about personal loans. These are loans for self-salary earners. He's taking it for maybe to use it in whatever needs, because we don't overemphasize what are you going to use the money for. You are a salary earner, you know what you are going to use money for. You are enlightened. In other words, you are enlightened. So you can use it to get it and buy. You access any facility, any gadget for renewable energy. So we don't kind of be strict. Most especially for those who are in earning salary, but those in business, we encourage them Be specific on the need, so that we give you that specific product to suit your need. Other than telling us I need money for working capital, when in actual sense, you're going to buy a solar system. And you find that you are losing out as a business person. The interest rate for business is different from that of a renewable energy system. So you find that there is a margin of 6%, which really would have been good enough for your income. So we encourage you to people in business or business. When we talk about business, some people think that you don't know when you have a shop, but even when you're a farmer, you are in business. That is your business. So whoever is missing, you come to the bank, tell us your specific need. Because all these products are tailored towards the need of the customer, to satisfy customer needs. So don't want diversion of funds. As you mentioned that if someone has another loan, can I access an additional? Yes, you can access. Right. But we find ourselves that someone has once say 20 million, and he has maybe a need for lighting, to install a system, but still comes, I want 20 additional loan for working capital. Yet already that's a mismatch. Yeah. But tell us, we shall give you a specific product, and we evaluate your income and see if we give you, say, 2 million. And we find that these working capital loans are limited to the period. They are 2 years. Yet this one ran up to 5 years. So you see, you have that liberty. All right. You don't limit yourself to in period, and you benefit from the period and also on the interest. So that's why we keep on encouraging clients over there to, when you go to the branch, be specific on what you really want, so that we give you that appropriate product which are designed for that need.
So the product will be tailored to the client's need, given
Absolutely.
The information that the client actually gives the bank. Without that, they may not help you as much as they would want to. So with that said, renewable energy loans, we have talked about the benefits, we have talked about the turnaround time, the interest rate, the types of projects that we could use for renewable energy loans. There's really a lot of richness when it comes to these loans. And so Mr. Lawrence was here just giving us insights about renewable energy loans from Centenary Bank. Before we close off, we just want you to give us your final remarks in regards to renewable energy loans to someone out there who is very curious and is wondering how, when, where, and all these nitty-gritties.
Yeah.
Just sum it up.
Thank you. Basically, I want to tell our viewers that we as human beings, we've really done a disservice to this earth where we stay, because we've really deliberately degraded the environment by instance constructing in swamps, where you see that water which would have been goes to the lakes is not filtered. If we build in swamps, if we say we put up washing bays in swamps, we are affecting the ecosystem which naturally God gave us. So here we are saying that as a bank, we realize that in order to curb this trend of environmental degradation, so we designed these products for clients to partake, so that if you feel that you are unable to buy land on a dry land, you can come to the Centenary Bank. We finance you to purchase money give you money to purchase land on dry land. We can still finance you money to construct. We still can finance you for these renewable energy products, which we've already talked about, so that you live a happy life, and also in the long run you an agent of conservation of the environment. So those are the kind of things I'm encouraging our viewers to see that we play a critical role in conservation of the environment, because if we don't do it, our future, the future generation is the one to suffer. For us, we shall be gone. But what of our sons and grandsons, our daughters who are coming up, how are we looking up at them if at all we are not conscious about where we stand, or to see that we conserve this environment? Thank you, our viewers. We are looking forward to seeing you in all our Central Bank branches to see that we serve you as we see that whoever is in need, we are ready, we have a delegated team in all our branches to receive you and serve you to meet all your needs.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Lawrence, for making time. And I hope for you out there, you get time really to go to Centenary Bank, play your part in conserving the environment. For the ladies out there, make sure that when your cooking is clean. You know, if you don't have money, go to Centenary Bank and make sure that you get renewable energy loan. They are affordable, they are flexible, they are very convenient, tailored for your personal needs, really, and that is the beauty of it. Well, it has been really nice having you, and until next Thursday, I'll see you then. My name is Nora Cente. Do have yourself a wonderful day, and goodbye.
Thank you, Nora.
Well, thank you too.
UCTV.